Personnel File Addendum. Regarding Chief Engineer Franklin Mordred. Effective immediately, Chief Engineer Franklin Mordred Moe is reassigned to the ship's ground parties. His energies and enthusiasm are best directed planet-side. Fitting an officer of his rank, several squads of Space Marines shall accompany him to prevent possible incidents. Commander Varvara has been notified of the new addition to ground party ranks. Commander Varvara is hereby ordered and entrusted to take every measure necessary to minimize the Chief Engineer's time on ship. Captain Alyona Grankin, United Terran Navy, The Good Shepherd. End of addendum. Incident Log. Entry 60208. The Good Shepherd is on final approach post-jump to answer a distress beacon at classified coordinates. Preparations for drop have been halted after Chief Engineer Mordred was determined missing. After a cursory search, the Chief Engineer was not located on board the ship. The captain has authorized the use of non-lethal weapons. Incident Log. Entry 60209. After a more thorough search, Chief Engineer Mordred has been located in an aft escape pod. The Chief Engineer claimed he was checking the stars. "'Cause that damned ship doesn't always go where we think it does." As per standing orders, Chief Engineer was stunned for accessing a restricted area. See Incident Log. Entry 20365. Captain was notified and Moe was delivered to debarking for drop along with the customary red shirt. Moe woke in a small dark and confined space. Moe twitched several times before realizing he was trapped. Opening his mouth to scream, he proceeded to inhale a mouthful of the acceleration gel, filling the drop pod. Moe gurgled. Command deck. The entire command deck watched with hushed reverence. The vid screen displayed a drop pod being loaded onto the ship's railgun. With growing anticipation, they watched as Moe twitched awake. It was not every day that an officer got a lateral promotion to ground duties. It was not every day that an officer got stunned, then stuffed in a combat suit, and then stuffed in a coffin drop pod, subjected to lethal amounts of acceleration, and shot at a planet to do stuff. For most of the crew, Chief Engineer Moe's unusual departure was an exciting moment. Filling with acceleration gel, the drop pod aligned itself inside the rails. With a gentle shove, it entered the magnetic field and was hammered by several dozen gravities of acceleration. Moe gurgled, then blacked out. Command deck. Captain Grankin watched as the railgun cycled Moe's drop pod. Smiling slightly, she watched as the ship's shields flickered and the drop pod slung out toward the planet below. With a discharge of lightning arcing off the graphene acceleration pads, the pod disappeared from view. Relaxing slightly, Captain Grankin checked the status of the remaining 9 drop pods. All the remaining soldiers' vitals were good. Moe's vitals had flatlined during acceleration, but the drop pod would stab and shock him back. With a low thrum, the blast doors behind the command deck opened and a skinny young officer came bursting in. "Captain, don't launch the Chief Engineer," yelled Intelligence Officer Hendricks as he burst into the command deck. "Whatever you do, do not launch Mordred," panted the Intelligence Officer again. "If we lose him, we are going to get crucified by command." Captain Grankin turned around in her acceleration seat. "Why is there a problem, and why are you only now telling me about it?" The ship shuddered as the next drop pod was launched planetward. Hendricks continued to huff. "I am under orders to ensure his safety, Captain. The whole reason we are out here is to keep an eye on him. Should we lose the Chief Engineer, we will be stripped of rank and exiled." The ship shuddered as the next drop pod was launched planetward. "Shit," muttered one of the crew on deck. Captain Alyona Grankin turned around and narrowed her eyes at the display screens. "Even off my ship, this bastard is causing us problems," she muttered. Looking up, she yelled, "All hands prepare for acceleration, launch all remaining Marines in the tube. Prepare orbiters for evac and support." The ship jolted in rapid succession as the remaining drop pods were launched planetward. "Officer Hendricks, if you would be so kind as to enlighten this ship where we have just shot our chief engineer," Captain Grankin asked icily. Hendricks gulped nervously. "As per your standing orders, we are servicing a maintenance beacon for a terrestrial terraformer AI. The jump coordinates you have received so far have been encrypted. Those encrypted coordinates are for CD95. The captain's eyes narrowed even further. "We are servicing a maintenance request for the most notorious and secretive prison planet in the galaxy, home to all the horrors mankind could dream up and every prisoner that it would be too much work to kill or imprison." "Is that right, Mr. Hendricks?" "Yes, ma'am." Smiling a rather wicked smile, she turned toward comms. "Well then, just another glorious little surprise on our great journey with Mr. Mo," chuckled Captain Grankin. "Notify all personnel," she barked. "Weapons hot, armed teams and fighters on standby, full loadout. Sound gravity alarm, flip ship and begin deceleration. Looks like we get to dance with the devil." Incident log. Entry 60,210. The chief engineer was shot via drop pod onto prison planet CD95. Incident log. Entry 60,211. Contrary to standing orders, the chief managed to debark with personal effects. Chief Engineer Mordred does not have leave to take personal effects off ship. Chief Engineer Mordred did have battle armor privileges as per ground party permissions. Evidence suggests a custom loadout present in the database. Current registry entries list his equipment as stuff. Permission registries have been updated to prevent recurrence. The engineer's loadout is assumed to be dangerous as well as classified. Incident log. Entry 60,212. The Good Shepherd and crew will attempt extraction of ground parties. Author's name and the link to original text is in the description.